Chapter 15. Journey to Unhappiness. Yun's POV. Scooting back on the cold floor, I looked for something which can help, which can protect me. But I only got darkness, pitch darkness, not letting me see anything helpful. The room is echoing with the dangerous footsteps as I am crawling back with my shivering body. Tears never stopped as I could feel his dirty gaze on me. Help, please, someone, help me. I wanted to shout, to find someone who could save me from him, but there is a lump in my throat not letting anything escape. I glanced at the dark room while he was just a few feet away. Wiping my tears, I stood on my jelly-like legs, ready for the mission escape. Even when I can't see the door, when I don't know where the exit is, but it is there, and it's enough for me to give a try. I won't give up just like that. I will fight for myself. I will not let the past repeat itself. I balled my hands and commanded my legs to start their struggle, but before I took a step, I was pushed against the floor with the sound of a thud. A groan escaped as I felt my back burning upon the cold floor. My balled hands are now slapped on the floor, trying to get up. But another groan escaped when he crouched down and grabbed my hair. Lifting my head, he smiled, showing his yellow, disgusting teeth. "How dare you to think you can escape? This is your fate," he said, pulling my face closer. I shook my head, not accepting his words, not letting him manipulate me. "This is not my fate. I did nothing to deserve this." Repeating the words like a mantra in my head, I glared at him with my teary eyes. Another second, my face was turned to the left because of his hard slap. My lips burst open as a scream left my mouth. He squeezed my cheeks, tightening his grip on my hair. "I think you forgot your place. Let me remind you." A chill ran down my body as I started struggling to free myself from him. My nails are piercing his hands while he released my cheeks and grabbed my both hands. "Wild, huh?" He smirked disgustingly. I tried to get my hands out when suddenly I noticed a rope in his other hand. I am twisting my wrists to make them free when I receive another slap. He held my face tightly as his eyes were red, maybe due to alcohol. "Stay still if you don't want to regret." I closed my eyes, suppressing the urge to disobey him as I knew better. Tears escaping from the closed eyes. But suddenly a figure appeared from the darkness. It took a few seconds to define it. "Uni, I will always protect you." I heard the voice giving me some hope. No, I screamed my heart out when I saw it fading away. Save me, Kai." I heard an evil laugh as I opened my eyes to see that disgusting man leaning towards me. "No, don't come near me," I said in a shivering voice. "Kai, please, Kai, come back. Kai." I was about to shout again, but a cough escaped from my mouth. I got up coughing from my dry throat, while drops of water wetting the blanket. Wait. Blanket? Water? I looked around, frowning to see myself in the room. I let out a sigh of relief. It was just a nightmare. I tried to console my racing heart, but deep down I didn't like the fact that Kai faded in it. This never happened before. He always saved me. He was my knight in the shining armor, then why he didn't save me this time? Why did he just fade away? "Finally, you're up. I had been waiting for so long." Taiwang's voice brought me back to the room as he looked at me so sweetly. I scoffed internally as he walked towards me while his lips were smiling brightly. What happened to him today? He is acting weird. My body unintentionally crawls back, watching him come close. May his body seem relaxed, and his face show some emotion, more particularly good emotions. Still, the existence of his darkness didn't go unnoticed by me. And I am not having good feelings about this imbalance in his behavior. My intuitions are telling me to run from him as far as I can, but my mind restricts my urge, reminding me there is nowhere to go where he can't get in. And after catching me red-handed last night, I doubted he would even let me step out of the room. Maybe after that attempt, my prison became even smaller. I flinched suddenly when I felt warm lips on my hands. Looking towards him, I tried to snatch it from his soft grip, but he tightened it. Giggling, he looked. "How did my baby sleep last night?" he said as suddenly every emotion from his eyes evaporated. I gulped hard as the soreness of the morning is still in my mouth. Nodding my head, I looked down, not able to bear his dark eyes. But I whimpered another second as his thumb's nails piercing my palm. I looked at him with pleading eyes while he is staring me like he is unaware of my pain. Nice, I said, but he increased the pressure. I slept nicely. Taewong, please. I almost screamed with tearful eyes. He backed away his thumb and smiled sweetly. I cried, trying to take my hands from his grip, but he brought them up and kissed them softly. I blinked my eyes, looking at him with my unbelievable eyes. Is he the same person whose thumb was eager to penetrate my skin a few seconds ago? My baby likes to test my patience in every way. Right, baby? He pulled me forward, caressing my wet cheek with his cold one. Yes, I said, not even realizing my words, when he backed away and glared at me. He nodded while his fingers around my wrist tightened. His eyes are throwing fire at me. Yeah, like dreaming about your lover shamelessly. His slow and deep voice entered my ears like an alarm of danger. I instantly shake my head as words refuse to escape because of my racing heart and increasing terror. I started struggling as I could see something bad coming next. But Taewong pushed me on the bed, pinning me under him while his one hand captured my hands above. He harshly turned my face towards him. Did you enjoy it, dreaming about him in my house? I can feel his suppressed growl. Did you enjoy cheating on your husband even in dreams? I shake my head under his hand. Tears are flowing down as I close my eyes. I didn't, I shouted, crying harder as this time his actions didn't hurt me, but his words did. They felt like arrows covered with acid, making my heart stab and burn at the same time. I never cheated anyone. I never tried to break someone like they broke me. I never used anybody for materialistic things. There are people who are eager to sell their bodies for money and fame, but I am not one of them, and I am proud of it. Even when I am not the pure white cloth, but still I never let it affect my character, my mind, and my heart. I tightly shut my eyes when I felt his teeth sinking near my neck. I already know why he did that. He always hurts me like this when he isn't satisfied with my words. Lying is a bad habit. Bad baby girl, he said as his teeth found another target. I let out a scream, expressing my emotional and physical pain. He reared back as I opened my eyes to see his blurred face near me. He wiped my teary eyes as he kissed my forehead so softly that I couldn't help but close my eyes to feel a few seconds of warmth I found near him. But don't worry, I am here to teach you. He again kissed me. I will make my baby a good girl. I opened my eyes, hearing his soft voice. My baby doesn't want punishment, so she will obey me. Right, baby? Yes, I said without giving him time to get angry. His mood swings are faster than a girl's with periods, and I am not eager to be its victim again. I slightly flinched when he passed over me and dropped himself beside me. I looked beside to see him staring at me with his head on his palm, which is supported by the elbow, which is digging the mattress to form a pit. You have half an hour. Get ready, he said, staring at my vulnerable state. I blinked my eyes to get away from the blur in it. My confused eyes stare at his to find any type of amusement or evilness. But they are blank, unlike a few moments ago. Time is ticking, baby, or you want me to make you ready? I shook my head, getting up instantly, resulting in a laugh from his side. I was about to head for the bathroom to spare myself from his eagle eyes, but my curious head made me stop in the track. I don't know I should expect it or not. I don't know if I should speak or just shut my mouth. But the urge to ask took over me. The knowledge of the unknown always scares me. I need to ask to prepare myself for whatever is coming next. Are we going somewhere? A long pause thickens the tension of the room as my hands find the bedsheet to clench. My heart is skipping beats as he stares at me like I didn't ask something, while the desperation to look away is challenging me every second. An evil laugh was heard inside the room as he got up from the bed and walked towards my side. Bold of you to expect something like this. He jerked me on my feet as I hissed due to the sudden weight on my feet. But without caring, he dragged me towards the bathroom. 15 minutes, I want you in this room again, he said, pushing me inside the luxurious bathroom. I released a tired sigh, looking around everything blankly. Even when I know I am having limited time, there is no rush inside me. Why will I get ready for that monster who threatens me for everything? Who can never love me? Every time when Taewong make me helpless, he reminds me why I am here. Why he will never have mercy on me. He isn't abusing me, but my soul is wounded and tired because of his tortures. Guilt never spares me. And now self-hatred started claiming me. I don't know how much I have to endure more before he will free me from this hell. Or all the pieces I joined once will shatter again. 10 minutes left. His cold voice invaded my thoughts. I looked around the room with unrealized tears. Dragging myself in front of the mirror, I looked into my eyes. Knowing if I looked at my condition, disgust will fill my gut, and the hatred which is hitting me since last night will finally get a grip on me. I know how I am looking with his marks, which I never permit him to give me. His marks which reminds my position in his eyes. Stretching my hands, I grab the brush and start to bring out soreness from my mouth. Sighing deeply, I tried to calm my racing heart. It's almost a week with him, but still I am eager to choose any consequence than confronting him. But how much better life would be if things happened just the way we want. Caressing my heart with one hand, I hold doorknob from other. Just a twist, but it's so hard knowing the devil is residing behind these doors. I let out another shaky breath as the tight jeans on my waist are suffocating me. Or maybe his ownership's on this expensive clothes, which I won't be able to afford if I sell everything I have. Twisting the knob, I forced myself to open the door, not because I wanted to get over with whatever he planned, but for protecting my privacy. I don't know if I took more than his given time limit to get ready or not, but I know once he barges into it, then it will be an open door for him. Shaking the horrible thought away, I stepped out to find an empty room. A breath of relief escaped my mouth while my legs automatically headed towards the bed, not willing to bear more pain. Not even a second later, the door clicked open, revealing the devil himself with a tray in his hand. I scoot back, not wanting to make him more angry, as I still don't know what's on my plate. Will I be able to bear it or not? He put the tray on the bed before sitting near my legs. I fisted the bedsheet when I felt his cold fingers wrapping around my ankles and placing it on his lap. He didn't even spare a glance at me while opening the ointment tube. In a way, I became used to him caring for my wounds, which he gave me, making sure they don't hurt anymore. I don't know why. I was never able to grasp the concept that if he is so worried about my injuries, why does he give them in the first place? Maybe because he thinks I will rely on him when I see a shoulder to cry on. Or maybe it helps him to ease the guilt he hides behind the cold facade. Or it's just his way of playing with my emotions. Anyway, I stopped refusing his care, knowing if I don't let him heal my wounds, he will give me new ones. They're not healing, you need to be more careful, he said, massaging my soul while his eyes tense like he could feel my pain. While I can't resist but roll my eyes. I don't know why he is so eager to heal them. So he can give you new. My mind answered me while a type of fear crept my heart. What if that's his only intention? He wanted his victim healthy and fine before he could break it again. From today, you will only eat healthy food, he said, while I just sat there, refusing my urge to refuse. It will help your body to recover soon. How can my body heal when its energy is consumed because of your mental torture? Words licked my tongue, but I swallowed them back. My baby must be hungry, he said lovingly while putting my feet inside a sneaker. From the outside, if anybody sees us, they will surely consider us the perfect couple. The couple goal types, but only I know how much painful it is to survive with this devil. Climbing out of the bed, I stood on my feet to realize the difference in the shoes. Its sole is not as hard as normal, but soft. I huffed annoyingly because of his protectiveness. It's the third time he changed my ointment while fourth time my footwear. I won't be shocked if someday I hear him choking someone just because I am not healing. Let's go. He snaked his hand around my waist. Well, this is another new normal for me, because according to his opinion, I walk too fast, which is one of the reasons my soul isn't healed till now. Pulling the chair out like a gentleman, he waited for me to settle down. If it were a normal breakfast, then I wouldn't be able to stop blushing, but now I feel nothing. All this caring and acting is a waste, because I saw his real face. I know who he is, and I will never forgive him for using me like this. Shoving my hateful thoughts away, I waited for his guards to serve our breakfast. The moment the plate came in front of me, for the first time, my eyes sparkled in this mansion. Sandwiches. I screamed happily inside my mind. The only thing I can never resist is sandwiches. No matter what mess I am in, no matter what I am going through, that simple thing can brighten my mood. The main secret to how Kai always convinces me of everything is sandwiches. I was about to hold that delicious snack when I heard a growl. I flinched, looking at the source. "Sam," Taewong shouted, glaring at the innocent food on my plate. Another second, Sam bowed in front of us. "Bring salad for Mrs. Kim." Sam bowed and left the second he completed his words. But, no buts. He cut my words. "Your health is important for me," he said, not giving any space for argument. But me being me can still argue. In the end, I didn't force him to marry me. And what about my happiness? I scoffed at my own words. Can I ever be happy with him? He chuckled while keeping a glass of juice near me. "Start using your mouth before I give it another use," he commanded with his deep voice while his eyes were still piercing me. "Understand?" "Yes." I stutter under his command as his voice is darker now than I have ever heard, making me realize I have messed up for a long time now. I should be more careful about my plan. But everything went so smoothly last night that not once did my mind doubt that it could be his trap again. "Better," he uttered before pecking my lips. Releasing me, he passed the glass full of juice. "Drink it until your food is coming." I hold the glass with my lifeless hands, trying my best to not spill the liquid and trigger him. While staying with Taewong for almost a week, I realized anything can trigger him when he is angry. Soon, Sam entered with a man who placed the plate in front of me before leaving. I looked at the plate full of salad with a deep and silent sigh. All the shine once my eyes contains must be dead by now. Sniffing heavily, I picked up the fork and put the first bite of the tasteless food. My taste buds didn't reacted, my mind didn't register any spices as it felt like I am eating nothing. Well, it is nothing when a few minutes ago there was my favorite food. Tell the chefs to change Mrs. Kim's meals, serve her only healthy food, less oil and spices. Taewong didn't spare me from his gaze, watching me take every unwilling bite. No matter what she says, don't give her anything else. "Yes, master." Sam bowed, ready to exit, when the monster continued. "And make sure she doesn't walk unnecessarily." Giving a silent, "Yes, master," he walked out. Giving me a last glance, Taewong concentrated on his tasty breakfast. Wah, what a gentleman he is. Keeping my fork down, I was eager to get out of this place. For the past 15 minutes, the only sound in this room can be heard is the clicking of cutlery from his side, which isn't helping me to calm my racing heart. "So, from today, your every second will be ticked under my command." His words are still ringing in my ears, making me anxious. I don't like his words. I don't like the way he said it. This is how he warned me when he caged me in the previous house. And from the experience, I can tell he still has some evil plans. The rustling sound of wood on the carpet brings me back to this horrible room. Taewong stood up, looking at me, which gave me a shudder. I don't know how his gaze can affect me so much. It's been a while with him, but still it felt like his sharp gaze landed on me for the first time through his thick glasses. My body became stiff when he walked towards me. I was assuming him to get out of this house so I could breathe peacefully for some time. But suddenly he pulled my chair back, increasing my heartbeat. "What are you doing?" I tried to protest as he picked me up in his arms. "Quite." His commanding tone shut my mouth immediately as I looked away. Not so good feeling crawled in my heart as he stepped out of the dining room. I would have shrugged it off in a normal case, but it is not a normal case, and I am absolutely not with a normal person. Looking around to find myself in almost the same corridor as all the other mansion's corridors. But something is strange here. A type of emptiness, uncomfortable stillness. Frowning, I looked more carefully this time to realize there was no sign of humans, other than us. This is quite strange because, as far as I have covered this mansion, there is no corner of it where I can't find his men. With a racing heart, I looked at Taewong, who was ignoring my stare and walking with his slow, strong steps. Wetting my dry throat, I looked in the front again. But curiosity is humming inside me like music, giving me false courage. Where are we going? My heart halted for a few seconds when his cold gaze landed on me. I clenched my hands on his shirt. To show you reality. Well, this didn't help, not even a cent. I clenched the material more tightly, stopping my body from shivering. Chuckling, he looked down at me with an amused smile. "It's not going to harm you, baby," he said, pecking my forehead. Not physically, at least. I closed my eyes, taking a deep breath. Well, the knowledge that I can't escape from whatever he planned helped my mind and heart to prepare for a strike. I know he is going to hit me. He will try everything to extinguish every ray of hope from me. But I have to keep my guards on, so he can't break my already broken hope. Yes, still I have a hope that my dad or Kai will come to save me. It's just I have to save myself till then. All the tears in my eyes dried. I got a grip on my shivering body, and my running heart calmed itself down. I took a deep breath to calm myself and to stamp my decision with surety. Open the door, baby. Tai Wang's voice brought me back to his arms from the battlefield, where he is surrendering in front of me. Cocking his head, he made me look at a red button in front of me. I pressed the button, not concentrating on what he said before. Well, I should have concentrated on his words. I should have tried to stop him. But I didn't. Not realizing the door I opened is going to shove me into the bug of unhappiness. That he isn't planning to break me, but to destroy me. That he isn't going to extinguish my tame ray, but he is planning to burn the whole place surrounding my single ray of hope with his fire of hatred.
Author POV. Battles aren't won in fields, but inside tents. Everything can be achieved from the mind, we just have to focus on what we need. But what happens when your enemy doesn't let you focus? What happens when they make you believe you don't deserve it? That you aren't capable enough? Will you still fight for it? Will you still gamble everything you have for one thing, maybe you can get? What will you call it? Stupidity? Bravery? Do you think Yun will be able to focus when Tai Wang close every door of freedom in front of her eyes? When Tai Wang make her believe she doesn't deserve anything but him? Will Yun accept it? Or will she fight more until she dies in the hands of her enemy? What do you all think? Comment down below. And please like, comment and subscribe if you are enjoying the story.